Okay, maybe you already received your stimulus check, and if you haven't, this is completely fine. But today we're going to take a look at the best things you can do with your stimulus check to make some extra money. My first advice for you would be to pay off debt, because a lot of people are already in debt and you just received a free check, so this is the perfect opportunity for you to do this. And the problem with debt is that the longer you wait, the more expensive it will get over time because of what's called interest. So if you already have enough money to put food on the table, but you don't know what to do with your stimulus check and you have some debt to pay off, this is where you can start. Paying off debt is considered the most important step if you want to make more money, because as long as you have debt, you will always be into negative. And also, I will not recommend investing when you still have debt for a simple reason. Most of the time, debt have a high interest on it, which means you pay a high percentage of this money each year that will accumulate over time. Same thing with investments, but the thing is, interest on investments are most of the time lower than interest on debt, which means that it's really hard for an investment to have the same interest as debt. So most of the time, you should focus on paying off debt before even considering investing, especially if you have credit card debt, which have the highest interest you can find on debt. If you have no debt to pay off or any loans to pay off, you are in the sweet situation where the stimulus check that you just got is free money for you to invest, so that you can make even more money than its actual value. So let's now look at the most effective way to invest this stimulus check and make more money. By the way, on this channel we speak about personal finance, investment and passive income, so subscribe and turn the bell on so you can avoid missing out on future content. Okay, let's make more money now. The first way I will use this stimulus check will be to invest it in the stock market. Because at the time of recording this video, the stock market has been hit really hard by the pandemic, and also because of the oil price war that is going on the side. So it's the perfect timing to actually start building your stock portfolio. And you also have a lot of chances that you will get great returns, because the market right now is kind of going back to a normal state. If you choose this option, I would recommend that you invest in companies that are pretty solid and have a really strong business. And these companies are called dividend aristocrats. In summary, these companies are paying what's called a dividend, which is a percentage of your investment that they are paying to you every single year. And these companies, the dividend aristocrats, pay their dividends for 25 years plus, and they even increased it every single year, which is completely awesome. McDonald's, Pepsi or Apple, for example, are a few of these dividend aristocrat stocks that you can purchase. And in my opinion, these companies are the safest option if you want to invest into mutual funds. Just keep in mind, and if you don't know actually, the best way to ensure safer investments is to diversify your portfolio. Not just buying one company that can go down at any time and all your money with it, but buying a few great companies that even if one goes down, two others goes up, and then you're just fine. So if you have the possibility of buying multiple dividend aristocrat stocks, I recommend it 100%. Okay, second option to invest your stimulus check would be to buy again in the stock market, but something different called an index fund or an ETF. Because as I just told you, the more diversified you are, the safer your investment is. And index funds and ETFs are exactly this. It's a big basket of stocks that you can buy at once. Let me start with an example. The S&P 500. That stands for Standard & Poor's 500. This regroups the 500 best performing companies on the market in just one stock. It means that you can buy Amazon, Apple, McDonald's, Pepsi, Microsoft, all those amazing companies that you use every single day with just one buy. And since those companies are so strong and probably more stable than the overall market, the chances of its value going down is actually really slim. And actually guys, I made a video about how to start investing, which I speak about the S&P 500 and how you can invest in it to make a lot of money, with a little case study that I will show you, and you can click right here to go and find it right now. If you choose this way of investing your stimulus check, you don't even have to diversify your portfolio, because the stock that you just buy is in its integrity a diversified stock. Also, something great with index funds and ETFs is that it is the most passive way of investing your money. It means that you just buy it once. If you have just your stimulus check, you buy it once and you go check maybe once a year to see how it's growing, but you don't even have to touch it. You don't have to be a Wall Street expert to understand that this strategy is really passive and really effective. And actually a lot of successful people became wealthier by investing in index funds, and over the long term, it is an amazing strategy to have. And also keep in mind that everything I'm saying about the stock market is if you have a long-term view on it. You don't want to trade, you don't want to buy stocks and sell the other day, you want to buy and hold. because I know that you're young, I know that times are rough, but investing in the long run is the way to win. Because if you start investing by age 20, when you will be 35, for example, your investment can be worth up to $500,000 if you invest consistently into the market. I speak in more details about how it works in the video I just told you before. Next on the list, we have the investment that will make you the most money, no discussion. Invest into yourself. Invest into learning. I know it sounds cliche, and it certainly is, because if you start learning about businesses and changing the way you live, you will probably make a lot more money than any other investment you can possibly make. The return you can have over a simple book that's about affiliate marketing or side hustles can make you up to 1,000 times your money each year, but only if you take actions and you pick something that really interests you. In the description of this video, you have access to 7 books that are, in my opinion, the 7 books you must have to become wealthier. And I even made a video about this, so you can go and check it out. It's right here. It's 7 books that make you a wealthier person. But don't watch it yet. You will miss some juicy things about how you can invest your stimulus check. By investing in yourself, you will make changes in your life that will make you try and probably succeed in a lot of different sectors. You can learn to make passive income and getting paid while you're sleeping. You can learn about digital marketing and Facebook ads to promote yourself, or you can learn about creating your own business. But if you don't learn, the chances of your success are really slim. So always consider buying a course, reading books, watching videos, and invest in yourself. This is the most important advice I can give you in this video. And by speaking about improving yourself and learning about yourself, this is exactly why I started this channel. Not only to share what I learned with the community, but also to improve myself and learn all the time. And this journey started last summer when I actually started reading books. Those were about self-improvement, business, and money, and now I'm here. So the goal of this channel is to give you the most value I can, just like these books did to me a few months ago. Okay, let's continue our list of investments. If you're not comfortable about investing your money in the stock market and you are really conservative about your money, it's just fine, because the next tip for you will be to build and fund an emergency fund. If you don't know, a lot of financial advisors actually suggest and recommend that you have 6 months of your salary or more into an account that's called an emergency account. I already spoke about this, but if you have an emergency account and you have a problem such as a crisis just like right now, you always have a soft spot to land on in case of an emergency. Because let's speak about the stats here. 50% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck and 55% of them don't have any emergency account. This is an absolute disaster, because if you think about what's going on right now, those people have no money to live. Okay, next advice, and it's a game changer for a lot of people. It will be to start funding your retirement account, like a 401k or an IRA, for example. And here are a few reasons why you should absolutely do this. First, those accounts have high interest, and just as I explained you before, high interest means more money coming to you each year, and if you start funding it pretty early, this money will blow up. I believe that for a 401k, the interest on it is about 7%, so that's a big interest. So the earlier you put money into this account, the bigger the end result will be for you. Now, if you don't have a 401k or an IRA account, you should absolutely start digging into this and maybe open your account. Because planning a retirement can be pretty strange for someone that's young, but believe me, as I just told you, interest will make you a rich person if you start right now. Okay, if you came all the way to this video, I would recommend you go and check out this video right here, which is a guide to start investing as a beginner. And if you enjoyed this video, just leave a like for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe to the channel for weekly content. It was your host Alexi, and I hope I'll see you next week. Bye bye.